Hey guys, I hope you're having a great weekend. Today we'll be taking a look at a few chart analyses in preparation for the week ahead. If you love the content, please like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you're interested in learning to trade Forex like a professional, check out our Forex trading course on Udemy. Okay, I just added a link in the description below as well. So check that out and let us know what you think. So that being said, let's dive in. Now we'll be starting with gold. So this is a gold chart on a 4 hours time frame. So like I said last week, I'm still waiting for price to come back, to retest this moving average. So this is the 20-day moving average, okay? And as you can see here, we have some sort of bearish divergence. So we have price making higher highs and the RSI making lower highs. So this means there's a good chance we get a bearish reversal back to this 20-day moving average, because the moving average has been used as a support level before, okay, at this price level. So you can see the price action here, with price having multiple bullish bounces off this moving average. So right now I'm just going to wait for price to come back into this moving average, get us some sort of consolidation, gearing up for another bullish ride, because clearly this is a bullish trend and gold seems to be strong. So I'm just going to watch out for something like this. So maybe we get a slow grind into the moving average and we consolidate a bit, and then get some sort of bullish breakouts to confirm the continuation of this bullish trend. So by then maybe this moving average would have gone up all the way to this level, so to act as a support level in order for us to continue or ride this bullish move on gold. So that's it briefly for gold. Right now I wouldn't be going long or going short. I'm just going to watch out for what the market does, and I'm going to take advantage of the price movement as the trade evolves. So this is my brief outlook for gold. So we wait for price to reverse back to this 20-day moving average, consolidate a little, and give us some sort of confirmation of a bullish continuation before I go long. Alternatively, we could also break through this moving average, but for now, since we are not close to the moving average yet, we're just going to be patient and see what the market does when we come closer to this moving average, because for now there is no clear indication to go long. Okay, there's no pattern, there's no signal to go long right now. All I can see is a bearish divergence and the possibility of price retesting the moving average. So moving on, we're going to take a quick look at USD-JPY. So we talked about this last week as well. This is a very good bearish trend, with price making series of lower highs and lower lows. So if you take a look at this price level here, price acted as a resistance level at this as a support level at this price level, and we use this level as a resistance level. So this is a very good area of value, and we had multiple price rejections. So we had a bearish flag, a bearish breakout, another bearish flag, bearish breakout. Now we seem to be having another bearish flag. So I thought we would probably break through this flag last week, but we didn't. So hopefully this coming week we break this flag and we get our opportunity to go short. So if we did break this trend line, so I'm going to watch out for something like this, a good break, and probably a small consolidation, and then a follow through to go short, signifying that this bearish trend is going to continue. So the reason why we might not get a consolidation or a break and a retest is because we seem to be consolidating just on this trend line right now. Okay, I explained this in our previous analysis last week, so check out our video to learn how to trade breakouts. Okay, so for now we are consolidating on this trend line. So if we indeed get a good breakout, I'm going to jump a sell trade targeting lower levels, and my stop loss is just going to be above the highs of this consolidation, okay, to give you a better risk to reward ratio. So this is it briefly for USD-JPY. I'm not thinking about going short or going long. Okay, I'm not going to be going long on USD-JPY even if we get some sort of bullish move, because this is clearly a downtrend, right? And there's no pattern signifying that we should be looking forward to going long, except you take these highs like this. So if you take these highs like this, then this tends to look like a symmetrical triangle. But the most probable opportunity to open a trade at this price level is to go short, because you'll be trading in line with the trend. Okay, you'll be trading in favor of the market direction. So that's how I trade, and this is what I'll be watching out for USD-JPY. Moving on, AUD-USD real quick. On AUD-USD, we seem to be hovering around a significant area of value, which is a resistance level. Okay, so we had price coming into this lower swing lows here, and we had bullish move to the upside. We had some sort of consolidation, and we had a good break of this area of value. Now we had a break, we had two retests, and we had a bullish move up to this new resistance level. So right now, all I'm going to watch out for is a bit of a consolidation. So I'm going to watch out for some sort of consolidation at this price level and a bullish breakout to go long. And if I do that, I'm going to target these highs. So this is going to be my first target, and this is going to be my second target, following the price movement evolving from a break of this area of resistance. So alternatively, we could get some sort of, rejection. Okay, maybe we could get some rejection back to this area of value before we climb back up to break these resistance levels. But either way, I'm not going to be going short because this looks like a classic trend reversal. So this is my brief outlook for AUD-USD. I wouldn't be going short on this trade. Okay, so I'm going to look forward to open bullish moves when we bullish trade, when we break through from this area of resistance. So that's it briefly for AUD-USD. Moving on, GBP-USD. So GBP-USD, we talked about this last week. We seem to also be consolidating around this resistance level. Okay, so I'm also going to watch out for a bit more consolidation, okay, depending on what the market does this week, and a bullish breakout from this consolidation before I go long, right? Because this is clearly a bullish move. So you see price making series of higher highs and higher lows until we got to this level where we are currently experiencing some sort of consolidation with the price action, showing us that there's a good chance the bulls are putting up momentum to break through this resistance level to send price higher, right? So at the end of this video, I'm going to be giving you a few tips on what to expect this coming week, okay? Because there's going to be some really good fundamentals that could possibly affect the market this week, okay? So I'm going to talk about that at the end of the video. So before I move on, for GBP-USD, I wouldn't be going short right now. For those who want some sort of bearish outlook for GBP-USD, you could take these lows. Okay, so if I were to go short, I'm going to take these lows, right, and wait for a break of these lows to go short. So something like this is what I watch out for to go short, right? So I'm going to take these lows, this trend. So if we get a bearish breakout from this trend and a breakout to take out these lows, then I'm going to go short. But my stop loss is going to be above this resistance level, because this is going to be the safe zone. But if price gets to these levels, it means we are likely going to head higher. So if you're going to look for take a sell position or to go short, then I'd suggest waiting for a break of this trend line and a break of this support level before you go short. So moving on, I'm going to briefly talk about Nasdaq. So this is Nasdaq chart on the daily time frame. As you can see below here, we have a triple bottom. So this is similar to what we have on gold. So I'm going to go to the gold charts on the 1 day time frame. So just to show you what I'm talking about. So this is the gold charts on the daily time frame. Excuse me, I'm going to get rid of this moving average. On the gold chart on the daily time frame, you can see we had a triple bottom, which is usually a sign of a bullish reversal. Okay, so the end of a bearish trend. You can see we had price making series of lower highs and lower lows all the way from these highs down to these lows until we had triple bottom on gold, which led to this massive bullish reversal to the upside. So we can see something similar on Nasdaq, right? So you can see we had series of lower highs and lower lows taking us down to these lows, and we had a triple bottom. Okay, so this could play out similarly to what happened on gold, right? But right now we are kind of like at a standstill because price is currently at a significant area of value, at a significant resistance level. So this pattern looks like a W pattern, which is also a sign of a bullish reversal, okay, which signifies that this bearish trend might be coming to an end. So on the daily time frame, I'm just going to watch out for something like this. So this is Nasdaq. So I'm going to watch out for a good break, a consolidation above the breakout, and then a bullish move to confirm that breakout before I go long on Nasdaq. So I'm going to quickly go down to the lower time frame to see if we can, spot out better trade opportunities for day traders. Okay, so on the daily time frame, if you are trading Nasdaq on the daily time frame, it means you are likely going to be, opening long-term trades, maybe holding a trade for up to a month or weeks. You get so. On the lower time frame, you can get better trade entries if you are a day trader, right? So right now, we seem to be trading slightly above the area of resistance, but I'm going to watch out for something like this So a consolidation either on this resistance level and a good bullish breakout, or a breakout and a consolidation above the resistance level and a bullish breakout. So this is what I'm going to watch out for to go long on Nasdaq. So I'm not just going to go long right now, because if you were to open a trade, there's a good chance we might see a bearish reversal to the downside, which might eventually lead to huge losses. So the reason why I'm waiting for consolidations, so consolidations like this, either on the resistance level or above the resistance level, is because it will give you a clue as to where to set your stop loss for a better risk to reward ratio. Okay, so if we get a consolidation like this, I'm going to set my stop loss at these lows, and I'm going to trail my trade as we go higher, with my first target being this high. So we're just going to move with the trade as the market evolves, as we see more price action. So right now, I wouldn't be jumping into a trade until we get a good consolidation and a bullish breakout to signify that we are heading higher before I jump into a trade on Nasdaq. So moving on, we're going to talk about crude oil. Crude oil seems to be in a downtrend. Okay, as you can see, price making series of lower highs and lower lows. But at this price level, you can see some sort of ascending triangle. But there's a very good resistance level here with multiple bearish price reversals. So I'm going to go down to the 2 hours time frame. So this is the daily time frame. So going down to the 2 hours time frame, you can see we are clearly rejected by this resistance level. Okay, and if you take these lows, we've clearly broken these lows. And if you get rid of this, so give me a minute, I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to put these highs here. So this seems like a mini ascending triangle with a bearish breakout. So remember, this is a bearish trend, and this mini resistance level of this ascending triangle corresponds with the long-term resistance level in this downtrend, right? So since we're having a bearish breakout now from this trend, so in order for us to go short, I'm going to watch out for a consolidation, right? Always watch out for this consolidation. So I'm going to watch out for a consolidation like this, a break of that consolidation targeting this lower trend line. So this is what I'm going to watch out for to go short on crude oil. Okay, so the reason why I'm not just going to jump into a short position right now is because you can see the movement from the rejection of this resistance level of this area of value came down with a swift move. So you can see bearish candlestick breaking through this level. So if you were to jump on a trade here, it means your stop loss will probably have to be above these highs, okay, which will be a very wide stop loss and a very huge risk for me, okay, as a trader. So I wait for consolidations like this, because if I get a consolidation like this and I get a bearish breakout from that consolidation, then I can equally adjust my stop loss to these levels, because it means if we get a bearish breakout, for example, and we reverse to the upside, breaking above these highs of this consolidation, it means there's a good chance the bulls might be taking the market over, sending price all the way back to this level. So it's best to cut your loss quick, okay, and just wait for the next trade opportunity. So that's the reason why I'm going to watch out for a consolidation like this and a bearish breakout from that consolidation before I go short on crude oil. So this is briefly my outlook on crude oil. Moving on, lastly, we're going to talk about EUR-USD. So EUR-USD is also something we talked about last week, but you can see we had a break of this resistance level as we anticipated, and we had a consolidation above the resistance level until on Friday, where we had price breaking back down below. So this is messy, I know, but there's something I found on charts, and I'm going to show you that real quick. So I just switched to the 4 hours time frame. So I'm going to show you something really interesting right now. So I'm going to pull up the channel 2, okay? So if you pull up the channel 2, you're going to see something like this, taking these highs, right? So if you pull up the channel 2, you can see this is kind of like a bullish flag, right? Which is supposed to signify that price is heading higher. But if you take a look at this channel closely, you would notice that price is currently ranging at the higher end of the channel. So there's a good chance, okay? So there's a good chance I might be wrong, okay? So remember, this chart analysis is not to tell you for certain what's going to happen in the market. It's just what I think is going to happen. So this is just my thoughts, and in no way do I, have a magic ball to, see into the future. So I'm just only telling you what I'm expecting of the market and how I expect the market to play out. So we might get a bearish reversal, okay, down to the bottom of this channel, and before we get a bullish reversal. So this is another scenario that could play out for EUR-USD, right? So if you take away this resistance level, so if I get rid of this level, you can also see that this looks more like a bearish divergence, okay? So taking these highs, I'm going to get rid of this. You can see price here making higher highs, right? So you can see price making higher highs, and on the RSI, price is making lower highs. So there's a good chance we might see some bearish divergence on EUR-USD, which is likely going to send price downwards to the bottom of this channel before we get a consolidation and a bullish, pattern or a bullish breakout to send price way higher. Okay, there's also a good chance, okay, give me a minute, there's also a good chance we get a small consolidation here and we get a bullish breakout. But in this case, I'm not going to jump into a bullish trade, okay? I'm not going to jump into a buy trade because this is not how I trade, right? So yes, I know this is a bullish trend, but we need good trade opportunities for us to take advantage of the trend. So jumping into a trade here is just a no-brainer because we have a lot of room down here to run, okay? So the best case scenario for EUR-USD is waiting for, a little bit of a rejection, okay? Price coming back close or below this channel and consolidate a little before we go higher. So this is what I'm watching out for. I might be wrong, but to be on the safer side, I'm just going to watch out for stuff like this to get better risk to reward ratio with my trades. So something you need to understand when it comes to trading forex market is that there's what we call market correlations, right? So EUR-USD, GBP-USD, AUD-USD, they are all correlated, meaning they are likely to go in the same direction. So if we are going to expect some sort of bearish move or a significant bearish move on EUR-USD, it means there's a good chance GBP-USD might also see some bearish move, and there's a good chance AUD-USD might also see some bearish move, which consolidates or corresponds to the fact that AUD-USD is at a resistance level, which gives us the likelihood of experiencing some sort of bearish reversal with price action. GBP-USD as well, also at a resistance level, which means there's a good chance we might get some sort of bearish, reversal pattern. And EUR-USD also means we might get some sort of bearish reversal pattern. So EUR-USD, GBP-USD, AUD-USD, they are all correlated. They are positively correlated, meaning in the long term, they move in the same direction, okay? And in the short term, the price movement on one currency pair leads to the price movement on another currency pair because the dollar is the major mover across these pairs, right? So if this were to happen, so if EUR-USD was to go down, GBP-USD was to go down, AUD-USD was to go down because they are correlated together, then you can expect USD-JPY to go up because USD-JPY is negatively correlated to these currency pairs. The reason is because USD-JPY has the US dollar as the base currency, while these other currency pairs, EUR-USD, GBP-USD, and AUD-USD, has the US dollar as a quote currency pair. Okay, so but if USD-JPY was to continue in a bearish trend, giving us a bearish breakout, sending price downward, then you can expect a bullish move on AUD-USD, a bullish move on GBP-USD, and a bullish move on EUR-USD. So same thing applies to gold as well. So gold is also positively correlated with EUR-USD and GBP-USD. Okay, so that's it briefly. And lastly, something to pay attention to this week is that on the 1st of February, there's going to be a fundamental release from the United States. Okay, so we're going to see reports on the interest rates. So we have no idea what's going to happen, but that's something to pay attention to. So if you want to stay updated with this information, follow us on Discord. Okay, I've added the link in the description below. Follow us on Discord. We send out daily updates on the market, and also check us out on Instagram. Okay, we put out lovely daily content to keep you updated with the market, and we send out a ton of educational content every day. Okay, so that's it briefly for me this week. If you love the content, please hit the like button, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section. And lastly, if you're interested in learning to trade forex like a professional, check out our forex trading course on Udemy. I've also linked down the course in the description below. So that's it for me this week, guys. See you next week.